What's up guys, this is attempt number 2 at making Quebec style poutine. The first time we made poutine, it was kind of a hit or miss situation. We didn't really know what we were doing. The Evansdale cheese curds were kind of they were unsalted. When we were in Hastings, we went to the Otago Farmers Market and we had some really good halloumi. And I realized that the halloumi had the characteristics of cheese curds that I remembered back at home. They were firm, they were squeaky, and they had a bit of sharpness to it, and also they were salty. So we got this garlic halloumi from Over the Moon. It's this cheese maker in Cambridge. They got really good reviews. We couldn't get our hands on that real Saint Hubert gravy, so we're gonna keep it real as you can in New Zealand anyway, with instant continental rich brown gravy. And last but not least, Layne was able to procure some American hot dogs, so we're gonna try to do that twist.
These are very difficult to find here in New Zealand because they're specifically American style hot dogs, and hot dogs, not sausages.
And of course, can't forget those Chinese takeaway chips. So without further ado, we're gonna start cooking and we're gonna try to recreate some more Quebec poutine with a little bit of a twist using better cheese, and hopefully it turns out better. We shall find out. Alright, so Layne sampled some of this halloumi, and final verdict?
Much better. I could hear it squeaking here.
Sound on. Well, definitely has that firm, squeaky characteristic. Oh yeah. Definitely on the salty side. That's what was missing with the Evansdale cheese curds. I'm feeling pretty confident about these guys. Layne just raised a good point. The only problem with halloumi cheese is that it does not melt. One of the great things about halloumi cheese is that you can throw it on a hot grill and kind of char the sides and you got a delicious treat, but halloumi does not melt the way that cheese curds, at least the Quebec cheese curds that you'd find on poutine, would normally melt. Personally, when I eat a poutine, I don't like having melted cheese curds. I like having the cheese curds intact, so you have something to bite into instead of having like this cheesy mess mixing in with the gravy, so this might actually be a good thing. Alright, start off with boiling up some hot dogs. Takeaway number 2 from our last poutine video. If you remember, or if you saw the video, if you didn't, click on the link in the description below. It's like, how do you screw up powdered gravy? Well, we did. We boiled the water first, and then we threw the gravy into the boiling water and stirred it. I thought that's how you were supposed to do it. You're actually not supposed to do it that way. So what was the correct way to do this? How did we screw up something as simple as powdered gravy?
You're supposed to put the gravy in a cup and then pour boiling water into it. In order to ensure consistency, you don't stir it until all the water's inside. But since the last time we made the poutine, we made the gravy a little bit too early and it got too cold, so it poured out really badly.
Could you tell?
We're gonna wait until the very last second, so I'm gonna reboil the kettle. We're just waiting for the sausages to completely boil up. I'll chop those up.
American style hot dogs.
Right. We're gonna wait until the American style hot dogs boil up completely.
It's a wiener.
Water's back on boil.
Here we go with the gravy. This time we're not going to screw it up. Boiling water goes into the powder, not powder into the boiling water. That looks so gross.
I think it's about 200 mils.
It's bubbling.
It's bubbling.
That looks like murky diarrhea coffee. Ooh. Look at how thick it gets right away. One thing to note, we're actually doing this in a campground kitchen, so we're not cooking this poutine out the back of the 2002 Camry wagon, so it makes it a lot easier. We're doing this in a more controlled environment where there's less wind and seagulls, most importantly. So, should be alright, should be good. So Layne is just finishing up the stirring on the gravy, getting it nice and thick. So you know what that means. Cue the Ella Fitzgerald music.
At last, my love has come along. My lonely.
All right, Ling. So I need your unbiased opinion. Is it a lot better than than take one?
Cannot even compare.
So what's different about it? The gravy and the halloumi makes a difference.
And the hot dogs.
Oh
The hot
yeah.
dogs taste a lot like how they taste at home.
My love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. Oh, yeah, yeah, at last. The skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream.
All right, needless to say, from that over dramatic slow motion montage, it tastes really good. The halloumi cheese, you can't hear it, but with every bite that I'm taking right now, there's actual squeak. We got the squeak, guys. The halloumi cheese is the alternative go-to. If you don't have any cheese curds, go with the halloumi. It's firm, it's salty, and it squeaks. Telling you.
Halloumi might actually be better. Because it's always going to be squeaky. Always.
And Pee-wee's are not known for their American-style hot dogs. They don't do the Schneider's, Oscar Mayer thing. These hot dogs, it's pretty much what you'd find on the menu at any poutine place in Quebec. I think we really nailed it this time. Just gonna finish that up there. That's good. Thank you, Poutine Gods. But if anyone can send me some of that St. Hubert, like package of St. Hubert poutine powder, much appreciated.